Hey guys, how's it going? Um, so I said that was the last update video, but here we are doing an update video because a lot of what I've been doing is sporadic, or I take it to work and do it there, and I can't film there, or like the bushings. Uh, I don't have a press here, so a friend of mine put the new A-arm bushings in for me at his house, so I wasn't able to video that. So here's where we are right now. I got obviously the powder coatings back. I had just done an entire video on waiting for the powder coating and a couple other dumb things that I had done. So we scrapped that whole thing, and here we are. Um, we're getting it. So all the new bushings are in. I got new bump stops here. The sway bar lengths, I'm hoping to have the sway bar in tonight. Dust shields are powder coated. I was going to do these a different color, and I just sent them out to have them blasted, but he coated them. So I'm going to run with it. It looks good. All the new ball joints. I'm anxious to find out how that all works. I got that stuff off of eBay. It was one of the first things that I bought for the car. It was inner outer tie rod, sleeve, the sway bar link, the sway bar bushings that go in the middle, the upper and lower ball joints. It was like actually $75 maybe. A couple years ago I got it. It seems decent. It's not like it's a race car. I'm going to be going 200 miles an hour in it, so I think it'll be a fine quality. I've talked to guys that have used it, and they have nothing bad to say about it. So anyhow, spindle's in. All the nuts are on here. The one weird thing is, I don't know how thrilled I am with this. The nut went up a little farther than I want it to. The cotter pin is below the castle nut. I might address that, shim it down with a washer maybe, just to keep it locked in there good. That's one thing you don't want coming loose, your ball joint. It'll tear the spindle up. So we might look into that. Everything's just kind of loose hanging here now until I get weight on the car. So there's that. This is what I've been using for a compressor. I bought an Evercraft at Napa. I have it in there. Obviously, the first thing it says, do not use power tools or air tools. So we got the 1/2-inch drive out there, and we're going to hammer that shut. What I have been doing, because the threaded shaft, here I'll show you, I guess. The threaded shaft on the compressor almost sticks up too high for the room. If you go any lower than this on your coil spring, and I might run into a problem where it gets pinched into the lower control arm, which you can get it out. You just got to kind of spin it. It sucks, but you can get it out. So this is coming up. You have to get it positioned. I've repositioned it about 2,000 or 3,000 times now, and it comes up and it hits this plate right here. And then there's, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but inside of here, this is the frame right here. This is where the upper control arm mounts, and then this is the frame, and then it kind of kinks down like this. It makes like a pocket for the spring to set into. So you have to make sure you get that in there right. Other than that, it just pops right into this pocket right here on the bottom. There's the new lower ball joint. There's the upper ball joint. But then once you get the coil spring in there, this comes up, and you get under here with your air gun that you're not supposed to use, and just back the compressor off. You have to take it out in pieces, which is no big deal. So even with the compressor, you can only get that spring compressed so far. So what I did on the other side there is I used the jack. I got the jack under here, and I pushed this up with it. And then you're able to get your spindle. You have this down. I think I had the spindle attached here at the bottom. Crushed this, or pushed it, yeah, crushed. Pushed this up with the jack. And then I was able to get the upper ball joint in. Got the nuts on. You want the nuts on a few threads because, man, I'll tell you, if you're unfamiliar, there is a shit ton of tension on those coil springs. So you want to make sure you have these started good before you take the pressure off of that coil spring compressor. And then I just held it with the jack. One thing I like about this jack, and I might have pointed this out before, it does come with this rubber pad on there. I only use that for doing work like this because it does not gouge into the powder coat, which I have literally beat on this powder coat with a hammer and it doesn't come off. So a giant, I'll give you guys a link to the shop that I use. They do all kinds of work. You can see, I mean, this stuff was rough. It was really pitted and it came out. I'm definitely satisfied for a driver plus quality car that I'm building. If you have nice stuff to work with, or he can work the metal and get it. You can't just use Bondo on powder coat because it generally cooks at 400 degrees and Bondo melts at like 100 degrees. So there are ways you can do that. He has a zinc primer. If you remember, I said I worked out there at one time, so I remember a lot of that stuff. But I'm completely satisfied. I'll live with the pitting because I can't find. Everybody says just use 68 to 72 control arms. They're not the same. Unfortunately, 68 to 72 A body and 73 to 77 A body are way different. So anyhow, I will link Absolute Powder Coating in the description. I believe there's a couple of them. Ours is in Pennsylvania here. They do work all over the country from people all over they've had things shipped in from other countries. They do a phenomenal job. So, everything from race car chassis to small jobs like this. They consider themselves a small job shop. They don't mind doing this. A lot of places, a lot of the other coating shops they only want big jobs. They want to do 10 million of the same part. Mike and Odd will do 10 million of the same part or 2 of these. So anyhow, blah, blah, blah. Well, I had that out there. I also had him media blast a clear coat off of that intake, which it turned out brand new. In my opinion, I think it looks like brand new. I scored these for 20 bucks off a guy. I thought they'd clean up. They don't. So this is a valve cover I'm going with. Got that old school look, the Mickey Thompson design. So I guess I'm just going to bite the bullet and order a new set. These are actually finally the heads. We got the heads drilled last night. It is a miserable shit, rainy, cold Memorial Day weekend here in Pennsylvania, so we're doing car stuff. You can see it's raining, hasn't stopped since yesterday. This is Saturday, and it's 45 degrees out, so it's garage weekend. I even have this thing on. It's so shitty out. I can't describe the word shitty enough because I wanted to get a lot done this weekend outside. So, what are the next things we're going to do? I forgot to pick up the new head bolts. So I don't want to paint anything until I get the new head bolts in there. I want to paint it all together. I don't even have the head gaskets in there. So that's another thing I'm going to do this week. I started cleaning these up. They had a ton of oil on them. So I took some, and with drilling, I brake clean and air. I pressurized air out of the compressor. I cleaned them up, blew hopefully all of the filings out, or drill filings, whatever I'm trying to say. But so once I get this all finished up, I forgot while I was at the hardware store, I got some bolts for other stuff, but I got to get a couple of bolts for those. Get them painted, get them on. And this week I'm going to order the inner and outer wheel bearings, the seals, and the rotors. So hopefully by maybe next weekend, the grace of God, if I can keep moving here, I'll have this thing on the ground within a week, maybe 2. I want to get it on the ground. I got to remember how that goes on there. That ties the 2 tie rods together. The steering shock goes on there. I got to get a seal kit for the steering box. I was going to order a new one, and they're like on back order forever. This one works. It just leaks. So I'm going to pull it apart, put new seals in it. I got to take it to work and run it through the pressure washer. Oh, shit. Where else are we? So I'm going to order a stall converter real soon. I'm torn between, I got to call Summit. I'm probably going to order it from Summit because thanks to my wife, I have a lovely gift card. I'm going to order a 28 or 3000 stall. I want to talk to them about the gearing I want to go with and the setup here. I was talking to a guy last night, actually the guy that drilled my heads, and he told me the 488, I can't remember, 488 cam I think it is. It should work okay with this setup. If it doesn't, I'll pull it out of there and put another one in. That's a weekend job. So, with that being said, I think we're going to cut this off. If you have any questions about what I'm doing here, I went 100 miles an hour because I'm going 100 miles an hour trying to do this. I don't like that GoPro. So I'm filming everything with my phone. I should probably buy something so I can get you guys back involved in what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm doing or you wonder what I'm doing. I know a lot of times you have questions. That's awesome. I'm glad to answer questions. Let me know what you think before I waste some money on a tripod or something to hold my phone. I don't mind doing that. I'll do it for you if you want me to. If you really want the in-depth. I'm kind of tired of doing these little videos, the update videos. I think they suck, but it's really all I have right now. Like I said earlier, with sending stuff out and getting stuff done and, trying to work on it while I can with work, and now it's trying to be nice out and I got yard work and blah, 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 blah. If anybody wants to give me $100,000 sponsorship, I can pay somebody else to cut my grass and I can just work on this and show you guys all them videos. That'd be awesome. But that's just a joke, really. So here we go. I'm getting back at it. And my wife got a new Bronco, the little dude. I had one on order, but they told me it wouldn't be here till 2023, so I kept the Silverado. I had a full-size two-door on order, and yeah, 2023, so nope, I'm not waiting that long. All right, I'm going back to work. Please like, share, comment. You guys, your comments are great. I appreciate everybody that does comment, that has questions, or gives me advice. That is awesome. I always need advice. It's been a long time. I've said it a million times since I've done stuff like this. I have talked to the t-shirt guy. I'm going to get some stuff made. So anyways, blah, 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 blah. Have a good Memorial Day. Be safe. Drink some beer. Eat too much. And I will talk to you probably in a week or two. All right. Goodbye, guys.